Hi guys, it's Izzy and Hi guys, it's Izzy and today I'm going to be doing sort of like a story time video, but it's also going to be a rant because apparently I don't do enough of them on my channel. So yeah, I'm just going to be sharing a few stories with you guys because I'm making the rookie mistake of thinking that my life is more interesting than it is, and thought I'd talk about it on here. Hey. So today I was actually planning on doing a Halloween makeup video, but then it occurred to me I don't actually know how to do makeup, so I'm sort of doing this video instead, and I was going to do it later on, but then I was actually chatting with my buddy here on YouTube, Coral. Go check out her channel, I will leave it here. So yeah, the other day we actually met up in Birmingham, so yay, internet friendship goals. She's absolutely lovely. And we were talking about all the videos that we were planning on making because I think we're both a bit obsessed with YouTube. We do like our YouTube. So yeah, we were just chatting about all the videos we wanted to post, and I was like, I really want to do this story time, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so she was just like, go for it, so I'm going for it. And today the topic that I'm going to be ranting about and talking about is the fact that I look like an 11-year-old. Like, I literally do get mistaken for, okay, realistically I get mistaken for being a 14-year-old all the time. And in case you're sitting at home watching this like, oh man, I thought she was 14 too, I'm actually 18. So yeah, I guess technically I'm classed as an adult that is supposed to have responsibility for things. But yeah, I get mistaken for being younger than my age all the time. Like, people say it on YouTube. Sometimes people think I'm older on YouTube, but that only happens on the internet when you don't see the height that I am. I'm a whopping 5'2", and literally no one in person thinks that I'm my age. Literally no one. When I tell them, they're like, what? Yeah, they're literally always so shocked. And little banter from my work, people have started coming up to me and going like, oh, how's your work experience going? Because, you know, I'm apparently not old enough to actually work somewhere because I'm so young. And someone keeps asking me how my preparation for my 11+ exams are going because I'm 11. And I have countless numbers of stories of me actually being mistaken for like being younger, and it's got me in all sorts of trouble and stuff. And I say trouble, it means like I literally haven't been able to do half the stuff that most people my age can do because people just don't believe I'm my age. So I can literally make endless videos about the times that I was mistaken for being younger, and I'm just going to do it on my summer holiday today because a lot of stuff happened there, but they're not like well, not long enough to put in their own individual videos, so I thought I would do it on the topic of my summer holiday, so I could make a lot of different videos about these. So if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up and I will make more about my endless stories of when I was mistaken for being a lot younger than I was. So yeah, the first incident occurred when we got the taxi from the airport to where we were staying, and the taxi driver comes out and he's like holding this child booster seat, and he looks me like dead in the eye and he's like, how old are you? Do you need like this child booster seat? And my mum, like literally I tell my mum all the time about when these sorts of things happen, but she doesn't actually believe that they happen because like, nah, you look 18, it's fine, you look 18. She doesn't actually see the extent to how much this happens on my daily basis. And she heard the taxi driver asking me this and she just goes and she like turns to the taxi driver, she's like, lol, she's 18, she just looks 11. So the second incident occurred when we were going to a swimming pool in Germany, and you know how the different ages have like different prices, you know how it is, you know. So my mum was next in line for buying the tickets, and there's like a queue of people, and me and my sister were next to my mum, and my mum's like, oh yeah, 2 adults and a child please, because my sister's younger than me, just yeah. And then this woman in the office, she literally gets out of her seat, she looks at my mum, she looks at us too, and she's like, and then she gets up out of her chair, she physically starts looking out the window down the queue. She looks straight past me, and then she just glares past me and my sister again like, nah, they weren't the adults. And she just looks up at my mum like, where was the second adult that you were talking about? And then I was just stood there like, hello, it's me. And then my mum's like, yeah, she's the second adult. And then this woman literally looks straight up at my mum and she goes, okay. You know when someone's expression just says it all, like she was looking at my mum like, okay, if you want to pay a full price ticket for this infant stood in front of me, then okay, but there is just no way, no possibility that she could possibly be an adult. And it was just so patronising, like this woman was just looking at me like, why are you insisting on paying a full price ticket? So then for the rest of the holiday my mum was just like, I'll just pay 2 children's tickets, it's cheaper innit? And then the same evening that happened, you know, that little slap to the face I had earlier, like I literally was walking away like, ouch, was there like a slap mark on my face? Because that's how insulted I felt. So the same evening, me and my family decided to go out for some drinks, and I do enjoy a little alcoholic beverage every now and again. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just have a little cocktail. So then I ordered this cocktail, and the waiter comes over to me, so when I'm ordering, he's like, what drinks would you like? And I can't remember the name of the drink, but I was like, oh, I'll have that one please. And he just looks at me like, young lady, there's alcohol in that. You're not getting that from me, bab. But he was full on like, not even, can I see your ID or anything? He was just like, no, you're not getting that from me. So I was just like, and my mum's like, no, she is actually like old enough to drink. And this guy like full on turned to me and was like, oh my god, no, I'm so sorry. Like, that's the first time someone's actually apologised for that. Like, he was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you just look so much younger. Oh my god, no, I didn't mean to be like so rude and patronising. I was like, no, it's fine, bab, it's fine. Because like, no one actually apologises for when they do that. They just straight up go, oh, oh, I thought you were younger. And by the time he actually came and put the drinks on the table, he must have had like memory loss or something, because he put the non-alcoholic drink on my coaster and the alcoholic drink on my mum's coaster. Because my mum was the one that ordered the Coke, and then I had just had the cocktail because I'm the family alky, I don't know. So we just looked up at the waiter again like, we just had this massive discussion with you, the drinks are the other way around. And he was like, oh my god, sorry, it's just habit, I just thought she's a child again. I was like, ah. And then the next story involves alcohol again, nothing major. So I was ordering an ice cream. Ice cream, this is what started my dilemma of the day. And this ice cream had like a liqueur sauce on it, and it didn't even occur to me that I might need my ID or something, because like, you know what, I'm 18, I'm actually allowed to drink pretty much most places, so it doesn't even occur to me when the people are like, oh no, you need to be 18 to do that. I'm like, oh yeah, but I am. So I ordered this ice cream with the liqueur sauce, and then again the waitress is just like, she doesn't even like ask if I'm 18, she doesn't even ask if I'm old enough, she's just like, oh, there's alcohol in that, so we can give you a non-alcoholic option. We've got like chocolate sauce, we've got strawberry sauce. My mum's just like getting really annoyed at this point, because like a lot of those little things that just happen throughout the holiday where people just don't think I'm 18. And even though she was laughing at the start of the holiday, she soon caught on that it's my daily life getting questioned for things that are ridiculous to get questioned about. So even my mum's had enough at this point. She's just like, oh my god, okay, she's just 18, okay? And again, this waitress was just not listening to what my mum was saying, because she was like, oh no, little children can't have anything with alcohol in it. So she just carried on listing like hazelnut sauce, chocolate sauce, and my mum's just like, she's 18. And the last thing happened when I was on the flight back from Germany, because I actually had to travel home from my family holiday a few days earlier. I'm such a terrible human being, like literally I'm a terrible human being. I cut my family holiday short so I could go to summer in the city. I've still got the wristband on, and yeah, I felt like a terrible human being because it did clash with my family holiday, so it meant that I had to come home 3 days earlier, I believe. So I was flying by myself. The first time I flew by myself, it actually went alright, eh? So yeah, somehow I actually managed to wing my way through an airport. Wing, oh my god, wing as in like airplane wing. Okay, that pun was a long shot, but still, I'm just including it in the video anyway. So I was at the passport control bit, you know, when you stick your passport in, they look at your photo and they look at you, they think, yeah, okay, we'll have you in the country. So I was at that bit, and to be honest, okay, I kind of see where he's coming from, because I had like no makeup on and my hair was just like, and I was in joggers and stuff. But still, he had my passport in my hand when all this was going down, okay? Bear that in mind, my passport with my date of birth on it, and this still happened, okay? So he had my passport in my hand, and he looks up at me, and then he looks back at the passport, he looks back at the passport, guys, and then he starts questioning me, and he's like, are you flying by yourself today? And I'm like, yes I am. And then he looks at me again, and he's like, are you flying all by yourself? And then I look at him again like, yeah I am. He's like, what were you doing in Germany? I was like, I'm visiting family. And he looks at my English passport and he's like, but you're English, why were you visiting family in Germany? And then I was like, okay, I didn't actually say it to him like this, but I just felt like going, okay, sometimes people have family in different places, isn't that crazy? And I was just like visiting family in a different place. Oh. And he was like, do you have a note from your parents to say that you're allowed to fly? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, I'm afraid I can't let you get on the plane without like permission from your parents or another family member saying you can fly by yourself. And I was just thinking, what a strange rule to impose on every single adult that comes through these gates, am I right? Like, sorry, you can't fly unless your parents say you can. Sorry, you need a signed letter from your parents to say that you're allowed to get on this airplane. So I was a bit confused about why all this was going on. I was like, okay, I'm literally being treated like a child at airport security. but he's got my passport in my hand, so he must know that I'm 18. So I'd like double check, I'm like, you do know that I'm 18, right? You know, like I'm an adult. And he looks at me and he's like, and then he looks down at the passport and he's like looking at the date and he's like working it out in his head and he's like, oh, sorry, and he just like puts the passport through and he's like looking at me like, it's like, yeah, I'm actually an adult. How about that? So yeah, that was just something I wanted to get off my chest, the fact that I always get mistaken for being like 11 years old. So that was just what happened on my holiday, but believe me, this year that I've been 18, like honestly, there has been a lot of stuff that's happened. So if you want to hear more about these sorts of stories, believe me, there's a lot more and a lot crazier things that happen. But I thought I'd just like start with the category of what's happened in my summer holidays whilst it's still somewhat fresh in my mind. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comments how old you thought I was before you ever actually found out. Yeah, I've always been intrigued to see how old people on YouTube think I am. And I make new videos every single Wednesday and Sunday if you're new here, and yes. And yeah, all my social media links are in the description below, so if you want to give them a little follow, that would be cool. And the lighting's just changed as I'm finishing the last sentences of this video. But I want to say thank you for watching and I will see you guys soon. Bye! Filming the ride or die makeup tag because I don't know if you guys know, but I've been kind of banging on about it on my channel that I recently went cruelty free with all my makeup